Welcome to the inaugural WWE NXT. Who will be our next breakout star?
I'm The Miz, and I'm awesome! There will be a time that I'm going to slap you back.
Gotta wonder how these WWE pros and the rookies are going to mesh.
Heath Slater, the one-man rock band.
Christian and Slater working well together.
Rookie Daniel Bryan takes on the World Heavyweight Champion Chris Jericho. Whoa! Watch out! I'm fairly impressed with Daniel Bryan thus far. Oh, Codebreaker! The Miz setting an example for all these rookies here on NXT.
8 NXT rookies, 8 WWE pros, 1 dream.
Be the WWE's next breakout star.
Y'all know what time it is. Let's crank it up. Here we go. People over there, what's up? Feel me, stand up and say what's up. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to Tuesday's hottest show. This is WWE NXT. Michael Cole alongside Josh Matthews. Josh, I can't wait for this week.
Cole, if last week was any indication, NXT promises to be the most unpredictable hour of television every single week. And with that said, let's send things over to the host of NXT, Matt Striker.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a revolutionary concept in television history, NXT. I'm your host, Matt Striker, and I'm very excited about this concept. 8 NXT rookies are paired with 8 WWE pros. Now, these rookies will look to impress not only you, the WWE Universe, but the 8 WWE pros as well. Success or failure is determined by a vote from these esteemed 8 WWE pros, but there is one little twist. No pro can vote for or against his own rookie. Some will fade away into obscurity, others will go on to become the next WWE breakout stars. The NXT competition continues right now.
Otunga set for action. In a return match from last week here on WWE NXT.
Wichita, Kansas! What's up?
Of course, David Otunga's pro, R-Truth from Friday Night SmackDown. And here comes CM Punk and his rookie.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Union City, New Jersey, weighing 245 pounds, Darren Young.
And ladies and gentlemen, Darren Young requested this rematch here tonight because he was defeated in his inaugural matchup last week against the same David Otunga.
You have to wonder if perhaps Darren Young was overwhelmed by the bright lights of this NXT environment. Darren Young may be used to the clubs of South Beach, but the WWE is a different animal. This is the ultimate reality show, and well, Darren Young did request this match. Looking to make an impact here against David Otunga.
Had the opportunity to talk to CM Punk earlier today. Josh asked him what he thought about his NXT rookie, Darren Young. His quote was, "I want nothing to do with this guy," as Darren Young goes to work on David Otunga. Darren Young, 6'1", 241 pounds, likes to call himself debonair. People saying that He was quoted on his WWEuniverse.com blog this week, Josh, as saying he's actually curious to learn more about CM Punk's straight edge style.
That's if CM Punk's willing to teach Young.
Here's the cover by Otunga and a kick out at 2. Meanwhile, Otunga goes 6 foot, 240 pounds, Harvard Law School graduate. Also the fiance of Grammy Award-winning and Oscar Award-winning Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah, you wouldn't get this goal, but Jennifer Hudson is a huge star, and David Otunga's used to the Hollywood parties, walking the red carpet, getting his picture taken. Otunga's used to that.
I understand Otunga telling me earlier today that he actually got some text messages from Usher and Cedric the Entertainer congratulating him on his victory last week. See, I do know those guys.
Yeah, I know you know those guys, and the interesting haircut by Darren Young. A lot of people have been talking about that as well this past week.
Yeah, Darren Young, and very unique hairstyle. Interesting to see how long it takes him to do his hair in the morning. Actually, it looks like he doesn't do it at all.
It's bedhead, that's the style. That's what people are going for these days, Cole.
See R-Truth trying to will on David Otunga, his rookie here on NXT.
Said it last week, it's worth saying again, David Otunga just pops off the screen. Otunga certainly has star power.
He does have star power perhaps, Josh, but it has a lot to do with his fiance as Otunga goes into the cover here, hooks the leg and a kick out. I mean, he had headlines all week long after his debut on NXT, places like MTV, E! Online, USA Today's Idol Chatter. MTV called him fountains of charisma, but I believe a lot of that has to do with the fact that he hangs out with his celebrity fiance Jennifer Hudson. Great move by Young.
Otunga's looking to pave his own way here, Cole, and it starts right here on NXT.
CM Punk, of course, the WWE Pro for Darren Young. Darren Young said, hey, listen, I don't know why I can't get along with CM Punk. Maybe I can learn to, in his words, quote, party and modification.
That has nothing to do with the straight-edge lifestyle of CM Punk. CM Punk says no to the party scene. Darren Young and CM Punk, certainly contrasting styles for Young and Punk.
Right now, Darren Young is looking awesome. Can he keep it up when we return to NXT? I wonder what his pro Punk thinks about it. We are back on WWE NXT. NXT rookie David Otunga with his pro R-Truth at ringside looking on against Darren Young, whose pro is CM Punk. And you see the rest of the Straight Edge Society, Serena and Luke Gallows out there as well. Young, who has been dominating much of this matchup. And again, Josh, a return match from last week. Young admitted he was embarrassed by Otunga.
Oh, no doubt about it. Do you think that Darren Young had a conversation with CM Punk this week about how to perhaps strategize against David Otunga?
Could be. That was a nice suplex there. Punk did not seem impressed as Otunga kicks out at 2.
I don't think CM Punk's been impressed at all from Darren Young last week. And look at the face of CM Punk.
You know, there's positive and negative motivation. You get a lot of the negative kind. But nonetheless, I believe CM Punk may lead to the negative motivation for his rookie, Mr. Young. R-Truth, though, seems to be a little more positive.
Sure, it seems to me, though, that CM Punk has his own agenda and wants nothing to do with Darren Young.
He said that earlier today. Young, physical. And he has been dominating Otunga. Very, very impressed. Talked to R-Truth as well about Otunga. R-Truth says he's still getting to know him a little bit, but he sort of likes the kid's style, in R-Truth's words. Young schooling at this juncture. Otunga was bragging a lot this week too, Josh, on his WWEuniverse.com blog about how he set the record for the shortest win of the night last week in his victory over Darren Young.
David Otunga feels there's nothing wrong, Cole, with being self-confident. He feels that people call him arrogant, but he's not arrogant. He's self-confident. He believes in himself. And that's what Otunga needs to do. That's what all these rookies need to do here on NXT.
Yeah, Young believing in himself here tonight. Darren Young likes to call himself sexy, a star, a stud, a stallionaire in his words. Oh, that time, Otunga. See how he slipped right out of the way? Look at a steal one here. Rolling up Young and a kick out at 2. Great quickness shown by Otunga, but he runs into the clothesline from the powerful Young. And again, Young into the cover, hook in the leg and a kick out.
It's all about finding the next breakout star here in the WWE. All week long, Darren Young has had to live with the fact that his debut in front of the WWE Universe, he was beaten a matter of minutes, mere minutes, by Otunga.
Hey, Josh, you heard the rules for Matt Striker as we began the broadcast here tonight. These rookies will compete against each other. Obviously, they're out to impress all the pros, not just their own pros. Success or failure will be determined by a vote from the pros themselves. And the one caveat in all this, if you're a pro, you can't vote for your particular rookie. So Punk won't have a chance to vote for...
You can't vote against your particular rookie either.
Exactly. Otunga trying to mount some sort of comeback here. High elbow that time, and Otunga looking to build some sort of momentum. That was a wicked clothesline. Both of these rookies impressive thus far. Neck breaker, counter. Ooh, that was a collision.
Fierce and powerful from David Otunga.
Nothing pretty about that.
Don't touch him. Don't do that. Don't do this now.
Hey, look at CM Punk. Referee's view is obstructed. Darren Young looks to take advantage. The cover, hook of the leg. And Darren Young picks up his initial NXT victory.
Here is your winner, Darren Young.
What I find interesting about this, Josh, is the fact that CM Punk said earlier today he wants nothing to do with his rookie. Yet, as Gallows and R-Truth were going at it on one side of the ring, CM Punk got involved on the other.
We've always stated that CM Punk, the leader of the Straight Edge Society, has his own agenda. As we take another look right here at how Darren Young was successful, credit the assist to the WWE Pro, CM Punk.
Josh, what I like what Young did there is, it was pretty plain to me, it seemed like he saw what Punk did, but he didn't care. He capitalized because it's about being impressive. It's about picking up victories here on NXT. Whoa! Otunga shoving his pro, R-Truth. Well, ladies and gentlemen, last week, the inaugural broadcast of NXT, one rookie made a huge impression.
And we're going to take a look right now at NXT rookie Daniel Bryan, whose own pro, The Miz, says he has a personality as dry as the Mojave Desert.
My name is Daniel Bryan. I'm from Aberdeen, Washington. They're calling us NXT rookies, but I've been wrestling for 10 years internationally, all over the world. You know, I've held titles everywhere I went. I think in the ring, I'm better than any guy here. My in-ring style is very technical. It's based on submissions. I'm a big submission guy, and I like to chain my submissions together, everything from head to foot. Face locks, neck cranks, heel hooks, toe holds, arm bars, all sorts of different submissions, and that's what I'm building towards. I was trained by Shawn Michaels. I started training in Texas in 1999, and I left high school the night I graduated and drove right down to Texas to train with Shawn Michaels. Outside the ring, I'm very laid back. I just really believe in a simple lifestyle. And the best things in life aren't the things that you buy or the things that you own, but the time that you spend with your friends and family. This is the chance I've been waiting for the last 10 years. You can't help it but just be amazed and thankful that you have this kind of opportunity. This is my biggest shot to really accomplish my dreams. My goal is to headline WrestleMania. My first step is I need to win NXT. And from there, I'll go to one of the other brands, then I'll main event, and from there, I'll main event WrestleMania. I am Daniel Bryan. Nothing will stop me from achieving my dream.
And you know, Josh, despite what you and your little Twitter geeks have to say, I still stand behind what I said about Daniel Bryan next week. He may have been impressive last week, but here's the situation. Daniel Bryan still has to learn to perform on this level, the WWE level, in front of millions and millions of fans each and every week, and he hasn't done that yet.
I'll stand by what I said last week. Daniel Bryan impressed everyone across the board in the WWE Universe in his match against the World Heavyweight Champion, Chris Jericho.
It was a physical match as well. Miz, of course, Daniel Bryan's pro, looking on at ringside. But watch this hellacious move. Daniel Bryan taking the brunt of that in the kidney area at the hands of Jericho, but Bryan again came up and continued to fight on.
Daniel Bryan, after this, refused medical attention. Daniel Bryan, Cole, he's a competitor. And many people are saying that Daniel Bryan took Chris Jericho to the limit last week right here.
Well, I beg to differ on that. I believe Jericho was perhaps a bit overconfident. Nonetheless, he got Daniel Bryan to tap out. The Miz was not happy, and he taught Daniel Bryan a little bit about respect at the WWE level for these rookies here at NXT.
Does it hurt to breathe?
It's okay.
Let me know if this bothers you.
Okay.
Daniel Bryan.
Congratulations on your debut last week. You learned a valuable lesson, which is you are dirt, you are scum, you are nothing in the WWE, and you will respect me as your mentor. Your next lesson is that even when you have a boo-boo, you still have to compete. That's why I arranged a match for you to face Chris Jericho's rookie Wade Barrett. And that match is next. Good luck.
Okay, let's get you ready.
Back on NXT, this happened during the commercial break.
David Otunga, what happened out there?
Did you watch it? What happened? I got jumped, that's what happened. I was about to win. And then Punk interfered and grabbed my foot.
These are the things you're going to have to deal with in the
dog?
What's
you think
up,
you're going
man?
to come on NXT and get a name off of me? You think that's what it is? I'm about to show you what's up. You done barked up the wrong tree, bro. It don't work like that around here.
Let me tell you something.
It don't work like that around here.
Come on, guys. Hey, that's enough. That's enough. Hey. I already had him there before you. Hey. Come on. That's it. Now, come on. That's it, guys. Come on. That's it. Come on. That's it, guys. Come on. That's it. Hey. Come on now. That's it. That's enough now. Come on. Hey, man, these are Versace shorts.
Back it up.
Back it up.
Back it up, Dennis. Back it up. Come on. Let's let it go, True. Come on now.
And order was finally restored.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the World Heavyweight Champion, Chris Jericho.
It's time for all of you failures to meet the new success story in the WWE. My protege, Wade Barrett.
I'm Wade Barrett, and I'm from Manchester, England. I'm probably the biggest guy here on NXT. I'm 6'7", I'm 270 pounds. And I don't care who you are, I don't care how quick you are. If you get into the ring with a big guy's going to be able to throw you around, he's going to be able to dominate you, and that's exactly what Wade Barrett's going to do. I fought on the streets of England and most of Europe when I was younger. I'm the European bare knuckle fighting champion. And fighting in the streets, that paid the bills, that got me a fair bit of money, but it got to a point where it just didn't get me enough money. I need to step up to the next level. I don't mind torturing people, I don't mind hurting people. I know how much money it's putting into my bank account. WWE is the place where I can do that. It's the place where I can make millions. People don't like the fact that I'm very direct, I'm very blunt, stab someone in the back if I have to. But to be honest with you, it doesn't really matter for me. I'm not here to wow the fans. I'm here because I want to win that contract. I am the next WWE superstar.
And here at ringside, ringside joining us is Mr. Barrett's WWE Pro, that being the World Heavyweight Champion Chris Jericho. And Chris, after we saw what happened between R-Truth and Mr. Otunga a few moments ago, at least it seems like you're getting along with your rookie thus far.
Because my rookie is listening to the advice of his mentor. He's not in this for any other reason than to win, and that's why I'm going to lead him. And look at this. Here comes Daniel Bryan with the bandaged ribs from the brutal beating I gave him last week on the debut of NXT.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way down the ring from Everett, Washington, weighing 202 pounds, Daniel Bryan.
Chris, let me ask you your opinion on the pundits and WWE aficionados all over the world who have been saying that Daniel Bryan took you to the limit last week right here.
Daniel Bryan is a seasoned competitor, but he is a rookie here in the WWE. He's wowed and amazed crowds worldwide, but he hasn't wowed and amazed crowds here, nor did he wow and amaze me last week when he tapped out to the walls of Jericho. So if that's taking someone to the limit, then I guess he must have done that. Look at Wade Barrett. Look at the majesty of this man.
Yeah, 6'5", 265 pounds from Manchester, England, against the much smaller 5'10", 190-pound Bryan. That's something out of your page book right there, Chris. Attacking the weakness, the injured back.
Why wouldn't he? That's just being a smart competitor. I told him to do that beforehand. Look at the size of him. He's like an eagle out there eyeing his prey, wearing down the ribs of Daniel Bryan.
Chris, let me ask you a question. Mr. Bryan said on WWE.com in an interview this week that he was banged up, but he refused x-rays after the injury against you last week because he doesn't want to miss time, doesn't want to lose his spot here on NXT. Would you agree with Bryan doing that? And once again, into the cover.
Come on.
Look at the leg get a kick out.
Once again, there's a fine line between bravery and stupidity, and Daniel Bryan is walking the line. If he has a broken rib or a bruised rib, then he's going to have to deal with that.
Well, there you see the pro of Daniel Bryan, The Miz and Carlito looking on. Remember, all the pros are evaluating all of the NXT rookies here.
Good job, Barrett. Good job.
So Jericho not only evaluating his rookie, but also Daniel Bryan as well. Remember the one caveat, though, Jericho would not be able to vote for Mr. Barrett when it comes time to decide who the next superstar is going to be. Oh, and look at Bryan. Nice knee right to the sternum. And again, the injured back causing problems for Daniel Bryan.
Bryan is quick, and look at the intensity in his face. Like I said, you can tell he's a seasoned performer, but wait.
And look at Bryan again, throwing caution to the wind, that daredevil style of Daniel Bryan.
Oh, look at that. See what happens?
Again,
look
the
at
ribs,
this.
the injured ribs.
The injured ribs take the toll. I set this up last week by decimating Daniel Bryan, by hurting his ribs, and look what happens.
So no matter what your rookie, Mr. Barrett, does here tonight, oh, you're going to take credit for...
Of course I'm taking credit. He's my protege. Look at this. And that's perfect.
And again,
the eagle flies free all over Daniel Bryan tonight, thanks to his mentor, Chris Jericho. Great job.
Well, Josh, Wade Barrett obviously focusing on the injured ribs of Daniel Bryan.
Well, Daniel Bryan...
See? That's completely due to his injured ribs.
That's why they call it high risk. We don't know the extent of the injured ribs of Daniel Bryan, but Wade Barrett capitalized.
I think we do know the extent, you idiot. He just lost the match because of it.
Tutelage of the World Heavyweight Champion, Chris Jericho.
Wade Barrett impressing the pros as he tries to become the next WWE breakout star in Chris Jericho, the world champion. And again, I'll tell you what this is about, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, going for the walls of Jericho. Bryan, injured ribs, back and all, suffering at the hands of Jericho. Barrett, his rookie, looking on, enjoying this. This is about respect. A lot of the WWE pros in the locker room area, ladies and gentlemen, were upset with Daniel Bryan's remarks toward The Miz last week. And the pros are, well, they're hell-bent on forcing some respect into Daniel Bryan. Just another example here tonight on NXT.
Or maybe Chris Jericho feels that he was embarrassed last week by Daniel Bryan, sending a message here to an already defeated Bryan and injured ribs and all. Well, ladies and gentlemen, still to come tonight, WWE Pro Matt Hardy will battle alongside his NXT rookie Justin Gabriel against Pro William Regal and his rookie Skip Sheffield, as Gabriel and Sheffield look to take the first step towards becoming the next breakout star in the WWE.
thanks to American Bank for Wild and Young, the official NXT theme.
And now, the Raw Rebound is brought to you by WWE Mobile. Download Shawn Michaels' ringtone at m.wwe.com.
There is a buzz around the WWE locker room. Everybody thinks that I'm crazy for putting my career on the line against The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Now I recognize the undefeated streak is 17-0. But I also recognize that I am Mr. WrestleMania. But for all of my peers who don't believe in me, I want you to come out here and tell me I can't win.
Oh, well, it's the one man who, without a doubt, knows Shawn Michaels better than anyone else in the WWE locker room.
You of all people, you don't know, Shawn. I don't think you can beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania. I know you can. You are in a class by yourself, and on that night, you truly are Mr. WrestleMania. And I believe that you will beat The Undertaker. That's just what I believe. What do you believe? I believe we've got some tag team titles to win tonight.
Perhaps the most important support that Shawn Michaels needs is that of his best friend Triple H. Shawn Michaels looks to build momentum to WrestleMania when DX takes on The Miz in the Big Show with the tag team titles on the line. And here we go. DX looks to regain the gold here tonight. Oh, it's sweet chin music. DX coming moments away from winning the tag team titles. Wait a minute. Oh, look at that. Wait for sweet chin music. Miz counter into the cover. What? And Showbiz retains the titles. Shawn Michaels' tunnel vision, his infatuation with The Undertaker and the Phenom's WrestleMania streak has cost him yet again. Sheamus! Sheamus! Shawn Michaels' obsession with The Undertaker continues to haunt him, but the question still remains 24 hours later. Why? Why did Sheamus assault Triple H at the end of Raw this past Monday night?
Hopefully we find out more this upcoming week on Raw, but what a night it's been so far here on NXT. We saw a brawl between an NXT pro and an NXT rookie, and R-Truth and David Otunga, but you know, there are some pros that get along with their rookies, as we saw last week between Christian and Heath Slater.
Yeah, this was last week right here on NXT. It was Carlito and his rookie against, of course, Christian and Heath Slater. And check this out, a little miscommunication. And this would allow Christian and Heath Slater to take control.
Just that 1 second of miscommunication allowed Christian and Slater to capitalize, kill switch, and victory.
Yeah, Michael Tarver suffering the kill switch as Christian and Slater went on to win the debut matchup here on NXT.
Last week was great. I mean, the people love me. My Twitter account is blowing up. My WWE Universe page is...
Right. Look, I know you're excited, all right? But you know something? There's a difference between being confident and being overconfident. All right, you did have a great week. All right, but you know what? So did David Otunga. He won his match. Daniel Bryan, he didn't win his match, but he had a great showing. And you're talking about the great reaction that you got? Yeah, it's great when you hear the WWE Universe, when you hear them respond like that. It's unbelievable.
It is.
But you haven't earned that yet. Those are my peeps, all right? But then again, you were out there with Captain Charisma. We did win the match, right? It's not like you were out there with this guy over here wearing your sister's shorts. You got big things ahead of you, Heath. Big things. I like you. Not very much, but I like you. Come on, jump in. Let's get a set. All right? Remember, I'm not just your mentor. I'm evaluating you. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Pull. Come on. Pull. Come on. How bad do you want it, Heath? How bad, huh? Let's go. Come on.
Well, NXT is all about first impressions, and speaking of first impressions, Justin Gabriel and Matt Hardy. Justin, I'm going to start with you. A long way from Cape Town, South Africa. Your first impressions of your pro, Matt Hardy.
Oh man, it's amazing. I don't even have words to describe. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better mentor, a coach, or, as I like to call him, sensei.
Sensei. Good segue. Matt, your impressions of what Justin Gabriel will bring that the other rookies may not?
I think he's going to bring a lot of exciting, high-flying aerial maneuvers. Kind of reminds me of a young Matt Hardy. And actually, you did good right now. You passed the test. Now, let's go past the test inside that WWE squared circle.
The NXT competition continues right now. Back to ringside.
Justin Gabriel has only been in the United States for a year, Cole, from South Africa.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, William Regal and Skip Sheffield.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, a tough test for Matt Hardy and Justin Gabriel, because William Regal will be teaming with his rookie, Skip Sheffield. I've got a great story to tell you when we come back about Regal's relationship with Sheffield. Let me put it to you this way, they don't quite get along. Hardy and Gabriel against Regal and Sheffield next on NXT.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
And perhaps one of our 8 rookies here on NXT will one day headline WrestleMania. Regal set for action with his rookie, Skip Sheffield. Right now, a closer look at the man who calls himself the corn-fed meathead.
My name is Skip Sheffield. To describe Skip Sheffield to you, I'm one crazy corn-fed meathead. That's who I am. I go out to that ring full throttle each and every night, you know, pedal to the metal. That's what I do. Am I the smartest guy in the world? Heck no. Do I have any specialized training? Heck no. You know, do I know Kung Fu, Taekwondo, MMA? Heck no. You know, I'm an entertainer. That's what I do. I put smiles on people's faces, and I know I'm darn good at it. I'm a runner and gunner, a shaker and baker, mover and groover, muscle with hustle. You best believe that. You know, when I go to that ring, my opponents are gonna know. Skip Sheffield's serving up knuckle sandwiches and slices of humble pie all night long, if you know what I mean. To be presented with an opportunity like this, I guess you could say an opportunity of a lifetime. You know, I have wanted to be a WWE superstar since, I would say, about the age of 12 years old. And I'm living out my dream right now. Am I gonna make the most of it? You best believe I'm gonna make the most of it. Now it's time to put the pedal even further through the metal. Gotta go full blast right here. Skip Sheffield is gonna win WWE NXT. Hands down, no questions asked. Yip, 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 what it do? That's my catchphrase, people at home. Yip, 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 what it do? Catches on like wildfire. It makes you feel good, good for the spirit.
What the? What size of Skip Sheffield? How can you talk about his size?
Look how big he is.
I wanted you to translate what the hell he was just saying.
He's a runner and gunner, full throttle.
Oh my Lord.
Introducing their opponents, Matt
I'll tell you, Josh, we were talking about this before the show tonight. We're going to like this pairing. This is going to be a lot of fun. Matt Hardy and the man who he actually said reminds him of a young Matt Hardy, Justin Gabriel.
So Matt Hardy dressed like an astronaut when he was younger?
Oh, that's nice. He actually made fun of a rookie. Is Josh Matthews a WWE pro? Heck no! I was just quoting Skip Sheffield. But nonetheless, tag team action here on WWE NXT. I got to tell you this story, though. I was talking to William Regal earlier today, and I said, how's the first couple of weeks been with your rookie, Skip Sheffield? He looked at me and he rolled his eyes, and he said, Michael, Skip Sheffield has the personality of an open grave. He said that his work rate is not much better than his personality, and Regal calls this the biggest challenge of his career. But he's going to do his best to try to make Sheffield a star.
I'm sure that Skip really appreciates your introduction of him to the WWE Universe.
That is what Mr. Regal said about Skip Sheffield, but we'll get a first look at Sheffield and Gabriel here as they kick off this tag team matchup.
As we mentioned, Justin Gabriel from Cape Town, South Africa. Has only been in the United States for a year. He has a degree in sports science.
I like the way you described Gabriel to me earlier on today. You called him a cross between Johnny Damon and Adam Lambert of American Idol.
Do you know who Adam Lambert is?
Of course I did. He was runner-up of Idol last year. And I'm hip. And look at Sheffield, 6'2", 270 pounds.
Muscle with hustle.
Born in Texas, lives in Las Vegas. There's a nice drop kick up underneath the chin by Gabriel. And Gabriel goes right to work on the big Skip Sheffield. Again, Josh, the rules of WWE NXT.
Well, the pros are also evaluating all 8 NXT rookies, and the pros will vote on who will be the winner of NXT. But remember, the pros cannot vote for their rookie or against them. And look at the teamwork by Hardy and Gabriel.
Yeah, great double team. Sheffield kicks out though before Matt Hardy can even get a 1 count.
I think it's extremely beneficial for Gabriel and Sheffield to have their debut matches here in the WWE in a tag team format, along with their pros.
Ooh, Hardy. Look at Gabriel. Another great double team. That's almost shade of the old Hardy boys there. Right now, Gabriel and Matt Hardy are rolling as Sheffield kicks out. Can they keep it up when we return to NXT?
Come on.
We are back on NXT. William Regal, Skip Sheffield is rookie against Matt Hardy and his rookie Justin Gabriel. And Regal right now putting on a clinic against Justin Gabriel.
Well, the NXT rookies need to look at every single opportunity.
Regal into the cover. Gabriel in trouble and a kick out.
As perhaps their last chance. The cuffs are off, Cole. I mean, these guys have to leave every single thing in the ring every single week.
Because remember, Gabriel, for instance, now, not only has Matt Hardy evaluated him, but the 7 other pros are looking at Gabriel as well.
The NXT rookies are definitely under the microscope. These NXT rookies certainly want to make it here in the WWE. The question is, who will make it and who will be sent into oblivion?
Regal trying to send Gabriel into oblivion with the left hand. William Regal, all physical. Look at this. Straight out brute force by the native of Blackpool, England. Great throw by Regal.
Now this is what you need to be doing.
Regal trying to lead by example with Matt Hardy. Makes the tag, and Regal doesn't even allow Hardy to get into the ring. I'll tell you though, if you're Skip Sheffield, you can learn a lot from William Regal.
William Regal's a diabolical mastermind. All Skip Sheffield has to do is shut his mouth and listen to William Regal. Oof.
We need to win. That's what we need to do right now. Don't be sitting there yelling at me, Coach.
Well, it's Sheffield giving Regal advice. Matt Hardy's in trouble. Referee was at a count of 5. William Regal is screaming at us. He just said he knows nothing. Skip Sheffield's a bloody moron. That is what Regal just screamed out here.
Disagree with the fact that Skip Sheffield is yelling advice to William Regal. William Regal has seen and done everything that a superstar can do. Skip Sheffield, just listen. to your mentor. Listen to your pro, William Regal.
Oh, Sheffield's going to have a chance to impress. Here comes Sheffield hammering away on Matt Hardy. What in the world?
Vintage Skip Sheffield.
That was impressive, however, off the splash as Hardy kicks out at 2. Smiling linebacker. I must say, Sheffield is entertaining. Knuckle sandwiches and a side of humble pie, like he likes to say. Not surprised, WWE Universe behind Matt Hardy here in this matchup.
It seems to be throwing Skip Sheffield off a little bit here, too, to hear the WWE Universe chanting Hardy, Hardy, Hardy.
Well, that's one of the things Sheffield's got to learn as William Regal comes in off the tag. He's got to learn to focus on what's going inside the ring, no matter what the WWE Universe is saying. As Regal, with that big uppercut to Matt Hardy, continues the punishment as Gabriel looks to get into the matchup. Look at Matt.
Trying to get leverage here for a backslide.
Ooh, and Regal to the back of the neck. Tag made, Sheffield in a... So Regal holds Hardy in the corner to allow Sheffield every opportunity. Sheffield's so powerful. Look at how he powered Hardy that time into the pinning combination and a kick out. Gabriel realizes what's at stake. NXT debut for both of these men, Sheffield and Gabriel.
A lot of pressure on Justin Gabriel and Skip Sheffield, making their debut here in the WWE.
Sheffield wearing Hardy down. He's doing a good job as well, isolating Hardy while he was from his corner. And Matt Hardy, though, with a counter. And this could be the opening Matt Hardy needs, but he needs to make a tag. Regal calling for the tag and gets it.
Well, William Regal playing the role of player coach in this match as well, and doing it to a T, doing it perfectly.
Don't mess around doing stupid stuff.
Regal extremely vocal. Again, we talked about it earlier, positive.
Mess around doing stupid things.
Or negative motivation, depends upon who you are, I guess. And Matt Hardy, oh man, dropping Regal on his skull. Matt Hardy makes the tag, and here comes Justin Gabriel. And Gabriel with Regal down and out. Oh, what a move by Gabriel. He's heard a lot about it, and we saw it there. Gabriel, Hardy.
Here were your winners, Justin Gabriel and Matt Hardy.
Well, you know, Josh, William Regal did a lot of barking when he got dropped on his head, and Gabriel and Hardy took advantage.
That is what NXT is all about. Justin Gabriel with like a 450 splash with an impact.
Watch Matt Hardy here, twist of fate from out of nowhere, dropping Regal on his skull.
And then Justin Gabriel, wow! This deserves another look as Gabriel takes it to the air, 450.
Gabriel making a tremendous impact in his debut on WWE NXT.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to send things over with the 6 other NXT rookies. Here's our host, Matt Striker.
Wow. Folks, NXT continues to provide, behind-the-scenes quality, in-depth features. One of these men, or the 2 rookies you saw out in the ring, will become a breakout star in the WWE. Carlito.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Is that all? You gonna walk away from that's cool?
That's NXT.